What's up, y'all? I am back with another video. I wanted to come, this video is kind of different. I wanted to come and tell y'all about my experience with working for Hilton Hotels through their work at home position as a customer service representative, is what I think the title is. So, if you um, have been looking to get into like work at home stuff or whatever, and Hilton has been one of your options, you definitely want to watch this video. Um, I'm not sure if it'll help everyone, but this is just my experience. So, when we first moved to Warner Robins last year in February, last year in February, we moved from Savannah. I had to leave my job, obviously, and find a job here. So, um, I follow, what is her name? Lovely LaShawn here on YouTube. She updates every time she knows of a work from home job. She updates, like she makes a video on YouTube. So I'll link her channel in the description box so that y'all can follow her. But so she would post these jobs all the time, and I would be applying. Hilton provides your you have to provide your monitor, your computer monitor, and they prefer that you use two screens to make it easier. I think was the preference. I had two extra 32-inch TVs that I wasn't using, so I used one of those, and that helped because it was the size of two monitors basically. Um, so you just have to provide your own monitor and the internet connection. I have internet, so that was good. They sent over they sent a small, like a small computer. What is the word for that? If I remember, I'll put it across the screen. But they send the computer. You have to have your own monitor, and they also provide you with a headset and a mouse because they don't like for you to use wireless mouses. So basically, I didn't have to like get anything expensive because I already had a TV, so that made it easy. So with my shift, I worked from 1:30. No, I worked from 1 to 9:30 with a 30-minute lunch, and we got two. I got two 15-minute breaks. With your lunches and your breaks, you have to be prompt. You cannot be a minute late because they do monitor that very closely. You have to be on point with your timing, even with your clocking in. You have to be on point. I can't remember. I want to say that they allowed like a grace period as far as clocking in and getting your startup because you had to start up your computer. You have to log in to the actual computer, and then you have to log into the Hilton the application that you use to do the reservations. And then you have to call to sign in. They call you to verify that it's you when you sign in. Then you have to call to clock in. So it's some steps. It's not just like, oh, I'm putting in some numbers and punch in, I'm good to go. No, it was not that simple at all. Like you literally have to, you have to clock in. You have to like prepare to clock in before your shift so that you're really available for your shift. Like I used to sit down 5 minutes before just to make sure that I was on time to pick up the phone. So you have to be prompt. You have to be early to be on time, basically. So that the equipment that they provided, they do have tech service. So that's that, the equipment. Second, I want to talk about the benefits. this is what made me kind of like hesitant about leaving. Um, they had pretty good, not even like the insurance and stuff, because that was just, regular to me. My insurance at my old job was better, so I didn't really, I wasn't excited about it. But y'all, as far as like discounts, you get good discounts on rooms, um, any Hilton brand hotel, and anywhere in the world, like anywhere. You get an employee discount, and then you also can do like a family and friends rate, and your family and friends can, if they have a Hilton Honors account number, that you can add it to your employee stuff some kind of way, link it, and then whenever they book rooms, they can automatically get it. So that was the other thing. Like the room prices, y'all, I was blown away. Blown away. So if you are thinking about working for Hilton, if for nothing else, even if you just want to do it part time, you already know you want to do it. Yeah, it's worth it. If you like to travel, it's worth it to me for the discounts. That's part of why I kind of feel like I wouldn't mind working for Hilton, but I probably wouldn't want to work from home again, but at an actual hotel, even if it's just part time, just for that fact alone. For real, it's lit. Like, I mean, lit. For the employee discounts, it's like a set amount. I don't remember the exact amount, but it might have been like, depending on, each brand of hotel is a different tier. You know, what is it? True by Hilton, that's one of the lower tiers. And then you got like the Waldorf, I think it's called Waldorf Astoria. That's like one of the more expensive ones. But for like one of the cheaper ones, it was like no more than 50 $60 a night, I think, something like that for the employees. So it's lit. It's real lit. If you can get it at that rate. It's not guaranteed at that rate. They have a certain number of spots, certain day, for the dates or whatever. And if it's booked up at the employee discount, then you might have to do family and friends. But it's lit if you can get it at that rate. So that was the best perk to me. You also get paid. You can get incentives based on referrals and stuff like that. So while you're taking a call, if um, your guest that you're booking for wants to do a rental car, you can directly patch them through to I can't remember which rental car place it was, but you can patch them through to there, and then you get an incentive for that. Basically, Hilton's like timeshare thing. I can't remember what it's called, but you get incentives for that. Um, so if you are a good salesperson, if you are good at sales and convincing people to get stuff that they probably don't need or wouldn't ordinarily get, this would probably be good for you. So those were incentives. Oh, you also get discounts on rental cars. They automatically enroll you in the Hilton Honors Program as well, and you automatically start off. It's different levels of the program, so everybody starts off at blue until you reach up to a certain amount of points. Then you go to silver. So if you going in as a team member, you automatically go to silver, like off rip, and it's different accommodations based on your level. So at silver, you get more than someone does at blue. Oh, one thing about being a team member though, when you book at that team member rate, in the event that the hotel is overbooked and somebody has to basically lose their reservation, you are first on the chopping block because you are an employee. So that's the only thing. But I don't know how often it happens. I wouldn't imagine that it happens like all the time. With the training, they give you, it's supposed to be like 2 weeks of training, 2 to 3 weeks of training or something like that. I can't remember the exact number, and I don't have my like papers or anything, but I can tell you this: my excuse me, what I thought was gonna be training was not as long as what they said it was gonna be. Yeah, it's supposed to be like a week or two, but it was like a few days, and then all right, y'all, you're gonna take some calls by yourself. Like it I think everybody in my group, we most of us complained that it was not enough. We did not feel comfortable. We were not ready. Like it was not it was not what it should have been. No, what we felt like it should have been. We weren't comfortable at all, like most of us. So that's the only thing that I didn't like was the training. Well, yeah, about the job itself, the training and how they threw us out there. I didn't like that at all, and I'm not sure if all of them are like that or, you know, with my class, so they were having like some technical issues, so we kind of like lost some time, like a day or two. We lost due to technical difficulties. So I'm not sure if that's why or if that's how they ordinarily do it. But yeah, we didn't like that. No. But yeah, that's training. So you like studying, and we do WebEx classes. You do WebEx classes where you're on the phone. I feel like my neighbor looking at me. I don't even know who these people are. They just moved across the street. I really don't like it. My neighbor that used to live right there, she was older, and she never came out of the house. Like hardly ever came out. And then I think she just got too old to live by herself, so our daughter came and moved her out. But these people like to sit on the porch. We like to sit on the porch. We both can be sit on the porch, looking across the street at each other. So you need to focus on what's in front of you, like I do when I'm on the porch, not what's across the street. Okay. Anyway, what was I saying? What was I saying? Training. Yeah. WebEx classes. You're on the phone. You have to answer questions. Fairly simple. Fairly simple. You get to listen to calls, recorded calls, based on what they're teaching on, not just regular, random calls like you would want to, or be able to say, hey, I want to listen to a call about blah, 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 so that you can get every scenario. Because you did have to, it was just so much. It was a lot. It was a lot, but it wasn't enough. It's a lot of situations that can go on a call. So basically, working as a customer service representative, when you call a hotel, or what you think is a hotel, to book a room, instead of doing it online yourself, when you call a hotel, it doesn't actually go to the hotel. It goes to the customer service center. So 9 times out of 10, if you're booking a hotel at Hilton, you talking to me, and I'm in my house, in my second bedroom, in my office, booking your room. So when you call me and you want to know, so what's the weather like there? We have a separate program, separate program that will tell us stuff about the place where the hotel is that you want to stay in, if you know the exact hotel you want to stay. So it tells us about what's closed, if there's a shuttle, like most information is there. Some stuff you have to Google yourself. So some stuff is just like, how do I handle this in this situation if I don't know, or what do I need to tell them? How can I answer their question? But I made it through. Once you once you start answering calls, most people are simple. I just want to book a room. I want to make sure it's cheap. I want to use my Hilton Honor points. Excuse me, my iPad's going dead. I want to use my Hilton Honors points, that type of thing. It was pretty simple. On some bookings, you do have to. Some bookings you have to forward, like you wouldn't handle. So that was pretty self-explanatory. To forward a call, you just do it on the screen. You literally click it on the screen. It's like everything is by the computer. Even when your calls come through, sometimes it whispers in your ear where, oh my God, my coworker lives across the street. I work with him. Anyway, oh my God. Um, so it whispers in your ear where it's coming from. And it pops up on your computer screen where the call is from. And then the system will automatically go to that hotel instead of you having to search that hotel. It'll just pop up as the hotel. It's crazy, but it makes your job a lot easier. Um, they're big on outside noise, so they listen to some of your calls, and if they hear outside noise, there's something that you have to talk about in your coaching. So you just want to make sure that you are in a quiet background, no distractions, because you cannot be distracted because the calls is literally you in a call and another one is coming through, in a call another one coming through, in a call another one coming through. Like, it's literally, unless it's a super slow day, the longest I ever went without a call was like a minute. Yeah, like a minute without a call. Ultimately, I liked the job ultimately. However, at the time, somewhat still now, at the time I was dealing with, I had just moved from Savannah. I had been living in Savannah for 10 years. Even though I'm from like this area, not this specific city, I'm like 30, 45 minutes away from my family now versus 2.5 hours when I was in Savannah. I was dealing with the anxiety of moving and also the anxiety of, I was just having anxiety before I left. I don't know where it came from, but I was dealing with anxiety from driving. So the stress of being in a new place, away from my home, I had left my job, all of the people, even though like I have friends here, my best friends are here. It was still just like, I don't know, I thought I was ready, but I wasn't. So I was dealing with a lot, and then, so I was working from 1:30 to 9, 1 o'clock to 9:30. My husband was working from 7 to 4. So he's going to work at 7. I don't go to work till 1. By the time he gets home, I'm still working. So, and then when I get off, everything is closed. So basically, I feel like I was in the house all day. It was really messing with me, like mentally. It was really messing with me mentally. So for my sanity, I had to quit. I quit because it was just, I couldn't handle it. Now where I am mentally, I would definitely go back if I could. I don't even think they're hiring right now, but I don't know if I could anyway. But I would go back if I could because I did, it was a pretty decent job. Yeah, it was a pretty decent job. 5 things to conclude. Make sure you ain't got no kids at home. You can't have no distractions. None of that. You can't have no kids. So people can't be talking to you. It's got to be quiet because they do hear that stuff. Like, they hear it. 2, make sure you have you a big workspace so that you can jot notes if you're not good with names, if you're not good with remembering things, because they're going to call and they're going to say, hey, I want to book a room. I'm going to, I'm about to say Minnesota, Tennessee. I don't know where that's at. It's not a place. I want to book a room in Chattahoochee, Georgia. I'm going July 4th for 3 nights. Let's see. It's gonna be 6 of us. I want 2 double beds and 3 singles. They just firing it off, and you can't click fast enough, especially when you just starting. So you need to have a pad so that you can dribble. I had sticky notes literally everywhere from making short notes. So get you some sticky notes, a sticky pad, so that you can make notes. So that's 3, right? Quiet, large workspace, sticky notes, and a writing pad. The 4th thing is, don't get overwhelmed by your training or lack thereof, however you look at it. Literally, every job I've ever had, they throw you out there. Pretty much every job I ever had, they just throw you out there, except for child support. I tell you that, they throw you out there. In this event, throwing you out there isn't horrible, because while the guest on the phone does not know that you're new, your coaches know that you're new. The people that are listening to your calls, they know that you're new, so they're not gonna hold it against you. So don't get overwhelmed at all. Don't get overwhelmed. Stick it out. You got it. You got it. The last thing is, take advantage of the room prices. You hear me? You take advantage of them prices. Take advantage. Book a trip every month. I'm not even gonna say it. Book a trip every month. Period. For real. Book a trip. Anyway, so to conclude, working for Hilton was pretty nice. On a scale of 1 to 10, I rate my experience with Hilton a 7. So also, the shifts were, I think, 8 to 5, 1 to 9:30, and then after 9:30, there was it goes to the hotel. So I work Sunday through Thursday, or you can work Tuesday through Saturday, but you had to work at least one weekend day. So that's something to keep in mind. You have to work one weekend day, so you're either gonna do Sunday through Thursday or Tuesday through Saturday, 8 to 5 or 1 to 9:30, because apparently from 1 to 5 is like the busiest times that we're booking trips. But yeah. All right, so that concludes this video. So thank you for watching this video. Make sure you like, subscribe, and leave a comment down below. Yeah, just stay tuned for videos. I told y'all it's about to be lit. I'm really about to push these videos for real. I've been wanting to do this, so I'm just like, just do it. I'm really doing everything that I want to do, for real. I got this going. I got one thing. I got that. I got that. Now this. I have like 4 things that I'm working on, like, for real. I'm tired of working for other people, and I'm tired of looking for a better job right now. So I'm just gonna create a better job for myself. So stay tuned for that too, because I'll probably come back and talk about all of that. Yeah. So thanks for watching. Ching ching ching. Thanks for watching.